Today, we're going to be discussing driving in the neighborhood. What will you do? And we're going to be discussing right and left turns. Entering and exiting in the driveway is really important. You're either using your right turn or left turn. You're making a right turn at a stop sign. You must come to a complete stop. You must look left, look right. Making a left turn at a stop. You must stop fully for 3 seconds. You look left, look right. If clear, then you proceed. Pulling into traffic from the side of the road. Bumps, speed bumps, and potholes, they're in all neighborhoods. You got to reduce your speed. You have to take your time. If you hit a pothole at the wrong angle, you will damage your rim and damage your tire. Roundabouts. Roundabouts are relatively new here in the United States within about 25 years. You must yield to traffic already in the roundabout. Once it's cleared, then you proceed and look for a gap. You have parking lots. You have perpendicular parking spots and angle parking spots. Driving in a neighborhood, right turns with no stop sign. Before you make any turn, you need to see. You need to search, identify, and execute. Right turns with a required stop, without a required stop. Let's talk about them. If there is a stop sign or red light, you must stop completely before making your turn. Before turning, make sure you see, you search, identify, and execute. If there is no stop sign, no light, you need to slow down and see before making a turn. Making a right turn at a stop sign, you have to come to a complete stop. Where do you look? You stop behind the stop line, you look left, you check for pedestrians, you look right, you check for pedestrians, you make sure everything is clear. You need to yield to any and all traffic, including pedestrians in the intersection. When you come to a complete stop, make sure you have enough space. Where do you stop if there's no stop line? You stop right behind the sign and then you inch forward. It's called showing the car. Making a right turn, you have to search. What are you searching for? You're searching for what's in front of you. Is there debris? Is there a pothole? Is there a kid? What is beside you? Are people walking? Are pedestrians? Are they on a bike? What is behind you? You always have to look. Kids, joggers, and school buses. Do you see any risk? You should see a jogger in front of you. You should see a bicyclist to your right. You should see a school bus behind you. When making a right turn with a stop sign, you have to evaluate. Have to come to complete stop, a total stop, no rolling stops. You have to search in all directions, left, right, left, look ahead of you, look behind you. What are some of the other factors you need to evaluate? What is the speed of traffic? What are the traffic patterns? What about the road behind you and around you? What time of day? Is it in the morning? Is it in the afternoon? Is it rush hour? What about the road conditions? What type of road are you driving on? A paved road, a dirt road? Are there any other road users with you? A school bus, young children? How fast or slow is everyone moving? All of these are factors you need to include in your thought process. Make a right turn with a stop sign, execute. Begin to signal your intention at least 100 feet. Start the process searching and evaluating. You have to look before you get here. You have to look left as you come up. You have to look right as you come up. You have to look left again. Take your time, see the information, evaluate the information. Remember to check the risk in neighborhoods. Check your mirrors, both sides, the back and front. Watch for other road users in the crosswalk and preparing to enter the crosswalk. They have the right of way. As you approach your turn, brake and slow down. Making a right turn with the stop sign, execute. Pick a line at the corner of the intended path of travel and focus on that line. As you approach the corner, begin to turn your wheel slightly to the right. A lot of beginning drivers turn really wide, turning in the wrong lane, the outside lane, into traffic. You want to turn hand over hand. Steer into the path of travel. You want to shadow the brake or cover the brake just in case someone pops up. Once you have completed the turn, accelerate slowly to return to the safe legal speed. If it's 35, you should be gradually picking up to 35. If it's 45, you should gradually be picking up to 45. Making a right turn. What should the driver do first? Making a right turn. What should the driver do first? Where should the driver stop at? You want to stop at the stop line. That's that big, thick, white line. You stop. The front end of your car should not cross that line. As the driver approaches the stop line, what should he or she do? You should conduct a visual search, looking left, looking right, and looking left. This is what I need to see when I'm in the car with you. You're watching for other road users. Making a right turn. What are some of the important steps? A driver should be sure to stay in their lane. Accelerate smoothly through the turn. Anticipate other road users coming. What should a driver do after they complete their turn? You want to accelerate and get up to speed as quickly and as smoothly as possible. You never want to hold up the flow of the traffic. Driving in neighborhoods, making a left turn. Left turns are much more dangerous than other types of turns. When you turn left, you're crossing road users' line of travel, which is extremely dangerous. They put you at much higher risk. The only thing protecting you in a crash is a door and an airbag. So we want to yield to traffic. We want to keep our front wheel straight, because if we're hit, we'll be knocked forward and not across lanes of traffic. Making a left turn. Check for other road users, pedestrians, bicyclists, skateboarders. Check for oncoming cars. Look left to check, look right before you turn, look left again in case you missed oncoming traffic or pedestrians or cars. Search. Make a left turn, execute, signal at least 100 feet from the intersection. This gives people time to actually see the light, pedestrians time to see the light, other motorists time to see the light. Use controlled braking. Don't just randomly go through the intersection. Stop at the stop sign completely. Then pull forward slightly if you need to see the intersection. It's called showing the car. You don't want to roll too far forward because the front end of your car is into traffic, and you don't want to be too shallow. A lot of beginning drivers are very shallow. They're scared to move up. You can't see traffic. And we don't just want to run out in traffic. This is how we get hit. Making a left turn, execute. Search the intersection for all potential hazards. Let's look at some hazards. Cars, pedestrians, people not signaling their proper intention, people with headphones on. Be the defensive driver. Use light acceleration and steer the wheel simultaneously. Accelerate and turn smoothly. Straighten the car gradually. A lot of beginning drivers hit that gas really hard, or they hit the brake instead of the gas. So all of these things are hazards that could cause you to get hit. You want to check for proper speed. Once you make your turn, you check that rear mirror and you get up to speed immediately. Making a left turn. Where should the driver plan to stop? That's behind the stop line. Remember to stop behind the line. As the driver approaches, what should a driver be doing? You want to start yielding, looking left, looking right before you get there. And once you get there again, you stop behind the stop line. Then you move forward if allowed and clear and if legal. Making a left turn. A driver will need to do what should a driver consistently do when approaching an intersection. You want to look. You want to search. You're watching for hazards. People not completing the turn. People with no blinkers on. People distracted. Making a left turn. After completing the turn, what should a driver do? Cancel your blinker, accelerate up to speed immediately. Roundabouts our favorite. What are roundabouts? There are no need for lane changes. You must yield to traffic already in the roundabout. There are geometric shapes that force you to slow down. They have one lane, some may have two, and they flow counterclockwise. They're actually safer than traditional intersections. What do you do in a roundabout? Move up to the yield line and wait for a gap. A gap is the space in traffic. You want to be able to judge traffic. You want to wait till it's clear. Reduce your speed and keep to the right. If you're making a right turn, you need to signal your intention because you're going to the right. If you're going straight through, you yield, you check traffic, you go straight through. Watch for bicyclists and pedestrians. They are road users also. You do not have to stop in the roundabout. You have the right of way over entering traffic. You're in the roundabout. Traffic has to yield for you. Always keep the right of the center island and travel in a counterclockwise direction. Use your right turn signal and continue to use your right turn signal to signal through to your exit. If this brought you value, give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe to my channel. I appreciate you.